Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sign, and Cross Watchers. It is Timeless Chakra Reading time. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. They are my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 24 and a half years. At the time of this timeless recording, I'm the author of Words of Grace, From a Professional Witch. It is available on Kindle. There is a link in the description box and you can preview a bunch of it for free. I am so happy that that is up on Kindle. And I'm also a creator on Patreon. Patreon.com/drawingthecircle. Just don't get me started. I love it so much. I've been live streaming there every morning for quite a while with an unlisted YouTube live stream link. So my subscribers, my Patreons, can chat with me in the morning talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, ending with a little prayer, a little blessing to send us on our way. It is my favorite way to start the day, which I know rhymes, but I actually really mean it. As well as all of my subscribers get that every morning. They also have access to all the extended readings that I do on my channel, part 1 on YouTube, part 2 on Vimeo.com, if you want a pay-per-view, which I love when people do that, obviously. But certainly if you want all of them, past, present, and future, check it out. All of my Patreons get that, as well as we've been doing a lot of recorded Zoom stuff, some events there, really exclusive material that only they get to see, and if they miss it when we do it, they can watch it back. They get advanced content, a lot of cool stuff. I love it over there, so if you are looking for a deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, oh, just come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but Aries, just call me Mal. And Cross Watchers too. Let's get down to business, because this is an 11-card spread using a bunch of different decks, some tarot and some oracles, but it can run easily 40 to 45 minutes because chakras, right? There's a wonderful book I highly recommend you check out called Anatomy of the Spirit by Myss. That's M-Y-S-S. She is a PhD. This is her archetype deck. We are going to get one of these to start us off on this. We're going to put all of the, you'll see, we're going to put a lot of them face down, and then we're going to get into Oracle Town at the end to help you bring yourself into alignment. And cross-watchers, first of all, if you know that the person you're cross-watching for is going through something, that is helpful for a reading to go, oh, I don't know exactly what that is, but they need space. That's helpful. But also, because you are cross-watching, if you apply some of this to yourself, you will be healing, bringing yourself into alignment, which is going to help them holographically, unity, blah, 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 as well as for the whole Aries collective. So it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. The last card down will be a chakra reading card by Rachel Sharman, which will kind of say, yeah, start here, or at least look into, go deeper into this particular chakra. There are even chakras in there that aren't in the usual 8 chakra schemata that I work with because of Myss and Anatomy of the Spirit. You find tons of videos on Anatomy of the Spirit on YouTube, by the way. So yeah, your sun might be more solar plexus, just, off the top of my head, your moon, more your third eye, whatever. But the more each and every one of us comes into alignment and heals, we're helping to heal everybody, because there's only one of us incarnate. I know it doesn't look that way. That's sort of the point. So both feet on the floor if you can. Boom. Focus on your breath if you will. Yeah, and I will do my best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace from my pantheons of the divine through these pieces of cardboard and my intuitive energy field to help us heal. Deal? That's new. Please take a nice deep breath. This is the day after Thanksgiving 2022, and I had a lovely evening last night with friends. A hot tub and some mead. Still point. Yet I'm no hangover whatsoever. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this timeless chakra read, please. One card, only one, in clarity. No, that's definitely more than one. For the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, the dominant 8th chakra archetype, hovering over their head, sending down the signals like a satellite to all the other chakras, the codes, the alchemical lessons, right? All that needs to be done in all of the chakras, shifting each chakra's electromagnetic field so they attract and repel what they need and what they don't to heal, to come into alignment in this timeless chakra read. That was fast-ish. And we're going to put these down first. We're going to put all the things. You'll see. You'll see. And I've done these before. I think it's like my second or third time doing this series. So the next 4 cards down from Daughters of the Moon will be, this is a 3rd level of power, symbolic power, archetypal power, your calling. If you watch the work, career, vocation, timeless reads, that's that one. This is your 2nd level of power, your personal power, heart, third eye crown, the world's inside, the feminine energy, the goddess energy, whatever you want to call it. So we're using Daughters of the Moon Tarot. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, that Amazon in me is really strong today. Here we go. As I call upon my goddesses of fire, the sign of Aries, powers of the south, cardinal fire, creative fire, first sign of the zodiac, please, 4 cards. We're going to go crown, third eye, throat, and heart, because we're working from the 8th chakra down, but we're going to read them from the root up. So I face down for the Aries and the cross watchers. What's going on in their crown chakra they need to be aware of? Thank you. Their third eye, so that's spiritual power. This is mystical power, spiritual power. What's going on third eye? Mental power. What's going on throat chakra? Willpower, choices, decisions, spit, swallow, or chew. And what's going on in their heart chakras? Emotional power. Thank you. It goes pretty quick. And just 3 more of these. And this is the Mythic Tarot for the external energy, the masculine, the yang. Lower 3 chakra dynamics, though, are usually about relationships in the world. So root chakra is, I'll just do them as they hit. That's easier. Let's start. Breathe. Still point. As I call upon my gods of fire, the sign of Aries, powers of the south, please, 3 cards for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs of cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, and their solar plexus, personal power, their relationship to themselves in the world, their self-esteem as a verb, their self-image as a noun, their boundaries, their honor code, what they will, what they won't, what they do, what they don't. For this timeless chakra read. We'll put you there. And 2nd chakra dynamics, one-on-one relationships, relationships to other people and things, like a lover or brother or sister, money, 2nd chakra, relationship to money is a singular energy field, creativity, sex, power, all that. 2nd chakra dynamic, what's going on there? Thank you. And the root chakra, tribal relationships, groups, circles of friends, their ancestral lineages, their starseed, whatever. Is 3 or more, they're involved. It's a tribe, including all humanity, including their political leanings, including if they're a deadhead or, whatever they tribe in this timeless chakra read. Let's flip. This card tells us the alchemy, right? The healing that needs to be done. Oh, wow, we are off to the races. This is probably in the title, the prostitute archetype. Everybody has the prostitute archetype. Because of the 9 different families or groups of archetypes, it is the survival family. Seriously, read Sacred Contracts by Carolyn Myss. This is a crossover of a lot of her work that I learned from, by the way. Both Anatomy of the Spirit and Sacred Contracts. Entering the castle. That's another story. Oh, St. Teresa, higher than the moon. So yeah, we have the child, the victim, the saboteur, the archetype, and the prostitute. They don't sound great, but all archetypes are neutral. A balance of shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace. I like to think of it as a percentage of lead, which is toxic, right? Unhealthy, an insulator. Superman can't even see through it. Oh, Kal-El, we love you. And the light, what you're shooting for, the healthy stuff. There are 3 atoms in between lead and gold on the periodic table. So we're going to be using the Whispers of Lord Ganesh, our second to last card down, to look at how to remove those to do the alchemy. So let me read this to you. The shadow attribute, or the leaded attribute, places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. And this is exactly why these readings are so long. It has so little to do with selling, with sex work, and blessed be the sex workers. I've never had an issue with that. It's your body, harm none, right? To the best of your ability, including yourself. But think of the people who stay in marriages for the money. Think about people who stay in jobs or careers that are just destroying them internally, but the benefits. Yeah, that's a form of prostitution, and nobody wants to hear that. But Carolyn Myss has said so, and believe me, as an artist, as a mystic, are you kidding? I've been challenged with that. Just dumb down what you're saying. Just stop telling people you're a witch. I'm like, no, that would be placing material considerations and security above self-empowerment. No, the light attribute accentuate the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. We all learn how to negotiate that at jump every lifetime, right? So, why don't you just calm yourself down? Why don't, and that's what people do to us. That's what we do to ourselves, right? It's up to us to really alchemize that. And the more we alchemize that in ourselves, the more we will see more golden. I call it the hooker with the heart of gold, because it's not written on the card. But Irma Deuce. I'll have an Irma Deuce, please. Very, very powerful. This is about survival in some way, shape, or form. So let's get into your spiritual power here, which is the Hanged Man reversal. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Find the stillness in the crown chakra. This is a card of seeing things differently and surrender to something that knows more than you do. Now, I don't mean anybody out here. Oh, no. I mean up there. Opening that crown chakra. First tarot card down, major arcana. There's always a sacrifice, but the sacrifice is usually lead that we are asked to let go of. Fear, pain, guilt, repressed stuff, emotional baggage, what have you. But in the crown chakra, there is that sense of this, and I feel it, and it's making me smile, of saying, I have no idea. You show me. All I have is data, and it could be incorrect. I don't know. A piece of humility. And by the way, if you really want to talk cash and prizes, think Odin hanging upside down for 9 days on Yggdrasil, the world tree, plucking out an eye, giving it to the Norns in order to get the runes and other cash. And I think he got a boat out of that deal. There was a lot. What's behind curtain number 3? It's the Norns. So that's very, very powerful. Let's look. Third eye. What's this going to do mentally for you? Excellent. 6 of Flames, which is 6 of Wands, but a little different in this deck. Bastet, the Egyptian cat-headed goddess of the sun. The key word here is play. That's lovely. Third eye, an element of fire to play with all of the balanced desires, right? Element of fire, what you yearn for, what you burn for, what your heart's desire. Really look at all of the choices that you've made. You made it through the 5s, right? And now you're in a nice stable place where you sort of like juggling all of these things and actually thinking about them in a way where your element of air, the mind, is kind of bringing that into balance. This is lovely. I don't think you're really going to have a hard time surrendering with that crown chakra hanged person, because let's not gender people. Because here we go. This makes sense. Throat chakra, willpower, spit, swallow, or chew. You got the 2 of blades, the 2 of swords, which is the analysis card. You're chewing, right? What I mean, and it's not saying anyone is better than the other. Situational, totally situational. Like sometimes when you're in a bad mood and you've got a jagged little pill in your mouth and you're just like, let me just chew on that for another day before I talk about that. I can feel I'm not ready. It's called throat chakra intuition. And sometimes it's like, no, swallow that for right now. We will deal with that later. We are in this conversation that's a little bit different than chew. But then sometimes it's spit it out. And whether it's your truth or your creativity, and considering we've got the element of air in your element, your throat chakra, which is traditionally element of fire, and you got element of fire in the third eye, which is traditionally element of air, there is a creative process in play here. A bit of chewing on it, but by creative process, I don't necessarily mean product-oriented. Could be, particularly if this is about your work, your career, your vocation. I recommend checking the Timeless Reads if you see, any words that repeat in the titles or are drawn to them, because you might be chewing on a choice. This isn't a life-changing decision. It's a choice. It's a two. Maybe I'll have the cup of coffee. Maybe I won't, right? That's a choice. This is not about life-changing decision, at least not what I see here, not with that playful vibe in the third eye. Heart chakra, though, oh boy, remember I said you made it through the fives? Because here it is, the five of flames, Pele, the volcano, boom, in the heart chakra. Now, I wouldn't take that necessarily as a negative thing, right? Like, there's a percentage scale of shadow to light led to gold in tarot too, right? This is saying, though, that this is a heart's desire that might have been boiling for a long time, has hit that boiling point where, critical mass, right? It is no longer magma, it becomes lava, right? Magma below, lava above. Once it starts flowing outside and hits air, it is lava. So this is Pele. Just don't take any rocks home from Pele. Just don't. I've never been in this lifetime, but even I know not to do that. Well, I am a witch. You're going to treat those goddesses with the respect, because she tends to wreak havoc no matter where you are in the universe if you do. But there is that passion that could even be like a heart's desire percolating, getting ready to boil over. And that's what you might want to be really careful with your words, for starters. But think about this in a creative, playful way, and then say, all right, Divine, you want me to do it, I'll do it. Just give me what I need. Lovely. Solar plexus, how do you deal with this? With a Three of Wands on the outer, very solar plexus, third chakra, Three of Wands. This is, yes, waiting for your ships to come in to an extent, but it can also be really getting clear on what you're willing to wait for and what you're not. What your boundaries are. A solid foundation to build upon, a three. It's, not the full completion of the element of fire in the tarot, but certainly says you may be considering your loyalties, your priorities, your structures of import, because that changes over time. Your boundaries have to change over time. Evolve, I think, is a better word, right? And always, you can always padlock the gate, because that made sense, because in the second chakra you may be dealing with a sneaky character. The Seven of Swords come now in the second chakra. The lower three chakra cards, this lane, if you will, is either you stepping out horizontally and looking at yourself this way, or you from the inside looking in at a person, place, or thing. I would think if this is you from the outside in, you're keeping your yap shut for self-preservation while you chew on this, or you may be dealing with a sneaky, some hidden stuff going on there, maybe some gaslighting. I really get the feeling that for a lot of people, this is about work. And like maybe there's a snoop or, something going on in the office, or someone's gossiping. That can certainly be a Seven of Swords thing there. But it's either one person you are dealing with, I wouldn't call it an enemy, and then enemy, don't they live underwater? But certainly that could also be you knowing that and being like, okay, I'm on to you. I know what's going on, but I'm not going to say a word, right? I'm going to surrender this to the divine, play with the ideas that come into my head, and chew on this for a bit. Root chakra, Ace of Wands, darling. Something new has begun in your physical world. If this is work-oriented, there may be a new position for you in said company, moving up or a lateral move, or maybe an inspiration that comes in at the root chakra, a new beginning of some kind. And by the way, this is Zeus holding the Ace of Wands, and I would think the Ace of Wands in this case The first fire card would be an Aries card in that sense, initiation and creation. Very lovely. Now, I like to do this. Let's see. Major Arcana cards, you only got one. Fire, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 8. We'll call that a predominant at this point. No earth, 2 air, and no water. So you are dominant fire and air with 1 major arcana card. That makes sense for an Aries read. All right. 3 more cards to go. And the next one is the Macon Healing Mantra deck, because I use them in every reading I do because they're really wonderful. In fact, I had Thanksgiving last night at a friend's house. I did a tarot party for them. I brought the Macon Healing Mantra deck, and they're on their coffee table. Macon Healing Mantra deck. I was like, oh, nice. No, I didn't pull any cards last time. So, yeah, mantra to help you bring this together. It is the Healing Mantra deck, right? So, good old Macon. I love his work. Check him out. Macon, All for Love. His books are amazing. His videos are great. And he has saved my shit so many times and he doesn't even know it. Please take a nice deep breath. Or maybe he does. He also has activated his Akashic Records library card, apparently. Breathe. Let's have fun. This is a fun read. Sorta. Still point. Oh, yeah. That's fast. I call upon the Ascended Masters of Survival. That must be an interesting brunch meeting. For the Aries Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, beloved ones, what is the healing mantra to help them heal? Bring this into alignment. The Aries Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers in this timeless read. Greeting wellness. Balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. We're going to have to unpack that. I will read it from the bookie book. The last 3 are bookie book reads because the artists hit details that I can't remember. I just can't. But I will say the word miracles, I would really look into that word because there are different meanings to that word. The traditional meaning is something that defies natural law. You know, like parting of the Red Sea. You know what I mean, right? There's no way that could happen. It's a miracle. A true blue testicle. A miracle came true, right? But I am a student and a teacher of A Course in Miracles, so I have a different interpretation of that. A miracle, according to ACIM, Foundation for Inner Peace, make sure you get that version. Those are the original publishers. A miracle is a shift in consciousness. Here we go. From a thought system based in fear, the ego, to a thought system based in love, the soul and the spirit. Hey man, I love you. Keep going, right? And we choose, right? So balance, right? To find balance in this, you do have the Two of Blades, which is all the twos are about balance. Plus, you got a balance card in the third eye with the Six of Flames. Sixes are about balance as well. So let's read what Mr. Khan has to say. This is like the get good sleep and eat right and exercise card, which you know to do it, but are you willing to greet wellness? Let's find out. Greeting wellness. Balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. When wellness is welcomed, you are taking responsibility for the upkeep and preservation of your body as your sacred vessel of spiritual growth. Now, I've considered it a vessel of a lot of things, but it's really only been in the second half of my life that I've seen it as a sacred vessel of spiritual growth. Location. In balance, you may come to see how endless wanting only creates more things to want. When operating from a pattern of instant gratification isn't fast enough, right, Carrie Fisher? You are likely chasing after happiness that is out of reach as your body remains out of balance. It happens to the best of us. I put out content every day, and that's why I dance every morning, right? I take my vitamins, right? I do my meditation, my breath work, get ready for camera, right? I have to do that in order to keep moving forward, and I will not compromise on that. Not that I do the same thing every single day, but I do have a checklist. I'm a Virgo. As your life comes into greater balance, you will likely sense true happiness, not as the end result of specific outcomes, but as the energy created by taking time to truly care for yourself. This mantra is ideal for cultivating self-love, improving self-worth, and letting go of compulsive tendencies. Now, my mind goes right to that Three of Wands and the solar plexus. That is personal power. You can't hire someone to work out for you or to eat right for you. Those are your choices. And a miracle is a choice. So this is very, throat chakra. You got some choices to make, my Aries and my cross watchers. But you don't have to compromise your spirit to do it. And since this is a survival family archetype, this could very much be it's about work for a good percentage. But this could also be about your own physical health. Not that I'm seeing any, disease or illness necessarily here. But with all that fire, I could see burnout, overextension, pushing too hard, which is what Aries does, right? You're the irresistible force, not the immovable object. I myself am an irresistible force, so don't bother. Kidding, sort of. Okay, greeting wellness. Lovely, lovely. So we've got a prostitute greeting wellness. Well, let's ask the elephant-headed god, Hindu god of success and prosperity, the remover of obstacles, with the whispers of Lord Ganesh. I love him. It's an honor and a pleasure to tune to that particular divine frequency, because I love elephants to begin with, right? Although I am feline, elephants and lions could probably get along, right? And just boss everybody else around. Please take a nice deep breath. I swear, this reading feels really, really good, though. Oh, infinite miracles. That's why. But a miracle, we have to ask for it. We have to make the choice. Here we go. Still point. Oh, my beloved Lord Ganesh, our beloved Lord Ganesh, please, one card in clarity for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message to help them remove those obstacles of those three atoms, otherwise allowing lead to be gold, with the prostitute archetype in the 8th. Reversal, Hangman in the crown, Bastet, Six of Flames in the 3rd eye, Two of Blades, Analysis, Juggling Air in the throat, Pele the Volcano in the heart, Five of Flames, Three of Wands in the solar plexus. Definitely that feels like an assessing of what am I really willing to do here, right? How much am I willing to compromise or prostitute myself? With that Seven of Swords, definitely something stealth, but it could really be a good thing if you're keeping your yap shut, scoping and probing to navigate through this situation. But with that Ace of Wands, a new beginning somehow, or at least a new initiation, a new inspiration. What do you got for him, Lord Ganesh, to help the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers nurture? This is Lord Ganesh and his mother. I think it's Parvati. I suck with names. I opened right to it. You saw that. Play it back. You saw it. Please take a nice deep breath. Breathe in the Ganesh. Nurture. Focus on creating a calm and balanced life for yourself. As I have said, my skills are as follow. I'm fun, I have cool hair, I know what I'm talking about because I've been reading tarot since I'm 12, I'm 54. Yeah, I know I don't look it, thanks. And the gods put the right cards in my hand. I guess that's a winning combo, huh? Ganesha asks you to maintain a compassionate, nurturing, realistic, and down-to-earth attitude when it comes to collaborating with others in your present conditions. Compassionate. In other words, if they're being sneaky as fuck, it's because they're in pain. Maybe. This is a time of slowing down and biding your time and resources. Deal with any issues as they arise and brainstorm practical and easy solutions that will fix the problem with minimal drama. Well, ain't that the Six of Flames in the third eye? Be careful of giving too much without regard for your own needs. The Three of Wands in the solar plexus. If you've been feeling exhausted or have been prone to illness, you are invited to stop doing so much for others and more for you at this time, because balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles when you greet wellness. I love holographic reading. Do not seek empowerment by doing for others from a place of needing acknowledgement. Empower yourself by nurturing yourself, and then from a healthy place help others, right? And isn't that a way of prostituting yourself? It's like, well, I don't really want to do this. I really don't have it. But if I do it, they'll do this, right? That's transactional. That's negotiation. Learn to nurture and create occasions for others to grow by offering a safe, accommodating energy. This energy is the energy of the heart chakra, which you got Pele the volcano. As your life becomes more into alignment with your soul purpose, you bring this nurturing and unconditional love into your immediate surroundings and out into the world. See, this is how we heal the world from the inside out. The female figure in this card is Ganesha's mother, Parvati. I remembered a name. She represents a strong female figure in your life that you may look to for extra support and guidance. This could be any female role model, friend, or acquaintance that you find yourself drawn to at this time. Alternatively, Parvati can represent a part of yourself, especially when much of your time is spent focusing on the nurturing and caring of others. But look, anyone can have that vibration regardless of DNA, right? Regardless of genes and chromosomes. I have the mother archetype really strong. You can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. My cats, I'm mama. Because cats don't have the jaw structure to make the letter D, right? So to remove these obstacles by nurturing yourself, only you can do that. But I think you got a lot of choices, not just to how, but when and if. And all of that is part of the creative play of this. But honestly, this feels like your leverage. We'll see what the last card down is with the chakra reading cards. But to make that playful, because, you know, when I hear nurturance, I think like, you know, Gurneys. Montauk, Long Island, New York. Yeah, you'll see. Google it. For those of you who know, you go, oh yeah, right, I love me some Gurneys. I haven't been there in a while. Would love to go. So, you know, it's a spa resort place at the end of Long Island, South Fork. You know, that would be so playful and fun for me to just spend a weekend. They have cabins on the beach. Are you kidding me? It would be lovely. Even in January, I would go. I have gone in January. No one else is there. It's lovely, except the staff, obviously. So really, this is a lovely, lovely read. You can have a lot of fun with this while you play Secret Spy Private Eye, perhaps, and just stealth. Keep an eye out. Keep your third eye out for all of it, I would say. Ready for your last card down, the Chakra Reading cards by Rachel Sharman. Ancient Wisdom to Balance and Heal. Well, you got balance and healing on the table, so I think that's apropos of something. But this will give you an indication of kind of where to begin, or, you know, even if you just do a Google search on the chakra, learn the Sanskrit name of it and how it translates. Like third eye, ajna, means servant, and yet the mind often rules us, right? Yeah, let's see, that's your area too, right there, Aries. Please take a nice deep breath. By the way, I have ocean sounds playing in the background to mute the neighborhood. At least from getting in my windows. Still point. Yeah, as I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the chakra message you have for them? What is your guidance, grace, love, wisdom, and power for the Aries collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading? A clue, a tip, a hint about where to begin, or at least where to take a step in the right direction in their energy field of chakras in this timeless chakra read. Ooh, card number 3, nurturing. Nurturing. Now, I want to double check. This may not be root chakra, because they actually do, I forget what they call it, the chakra, the Earth Star Chakra, right, which is down, well, to me the Earth Star Chakra is at the core of the planet Earth, the heart of the mother, heart of Gaia, but some say this is just below your feet. Well, I suppose both are true, but location, and you got nurturing. You got nurturing? I got more into that it's below the root chakra than the double whammy that is right in front of me, and now in front of you, you got nurture and nurturing. You know what my skill set is? Now you have proof of it. I keep my eyes closed when I shuffle, specifically as an act of faith, so that shit happens. And this one comes with an affirmation. So look, you get yourself a mantra and an affirmation. Card number 3, Nurturing Earth Star Chakra. You've called upon this card today as an invitation to create more nurturing in your life. It is easy to get caught up with the crazy hustle and bustle of the world, forgetting to take a little time for yourself. To give back, nurture, and receive the gifts and the fruits of your labor. This healing energy of nurturing is available to you now, you think? And you are being encouraged to take a moment to honor yourself with this light. Something in your life is calling for some love and nurturing. You are completely deserving of this love and attention. Do those things for yourself that allow you to feel this loving essence. Take a long, relaxing bath. I was in a hot tub last night. Where am I? Sorry, I time traveled, I'm back. Take a long, relaxing bath. Go for a massage. Spend time with friends and loved ones. Sounds like gurneys to me. Whatever allows you to feel nurtured. Make sure you do this for yourself, as it is a big part of your growth and healing at present. It is a natural state of being to nurture. However, due to fear, we have learned to shut off and separate ourselves from the love and nurturing that surrounds us. Open yourself today to the kindness in your heart and create some love in your life today. That's lovely. Your mantra: I am nurturing myself in all aspects of life. I am open to receive this powerful, loving energy now and always, with a very long run-on sentence. I was raised by a teacher. Get over it. So this makes sense. So what we have here is a prostitute greeting wellness with nurturing. That'll fit in the 100 characters they let me put on YouTube. So if you're new, guess what? I do blessamations. It's a combination of a blessing and a summation. If you've never heard it before, it's okay. We just came up with it over on Patreon this year. My patrons came up with that. I was like, absolutely. That's what it's called now. So yeah, I'm going to put this all together for you. Send some cheese, some prana, some reiki, schmakey, eggs, and bakey your way. Let's see what comes out of my mouth, and and I'll release the Aries Collective and Crosswatchers at the very end if you want to hang out while I let the goofy off the chain. Please take a nice deep breath. You'll see. Newbies, breathe. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for the Aries Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and Crosswatchers watching this video, receiving this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to alchemize the prostitute archetype, so they accentuate the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of their spirit, with some sort of seeing it differently, getting it up into the crown chakra, just saying, all right, I'm not seeing clearly, I get it, I got a lot of info in there, don't have to pluck out an eye, but I'm willing to see this differently. I surrender and I sacrifice my point of view, but no one else needs to know what's going on behind my eyes while I think about this in a somewhat playful way of how I would like it to play out, how I would like it to be perhaps more fun, healing, and nurturing. But these choices are mine. Spit, swallow, or chew. This is up to me. But I'm in a place of choices right now, so maybe I look at my choices a little bit different. While there is this 5 of flames, Pele, percolating in my heart, and that could be passion, but passion blocked often becomes rage and anger. So that could be an interesting interplay there about what to spit, what to swallow, and when to chew, considering their honor code, their boundaries, what they're willing to wait for and what they're not willing to wait for, what they're willing to stand for and what they're not willing to stand for. Because there is this Six of Swords, stealthy, sneaky, but perhaps for self-preservation, scoping and probing in the second chakra, because there is a new opportunity that may have presented itself, that maybe a lot of people want it. Maybe they really want it, but they may not know if they have the balance to pull this off, even though it's there. It's really, really there in potential. So, may they receive all they need to greet wellness, because balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles, and balance and nurturing seems to be the theme here. As they what? Remove obstacles from lead to gold in the prostitute archetype through self-care and nurture, and that is, of course, physical. Now we know nurture with the Earth Star chakra, again with nurturing Parvati, a mama lion and a baby lion. I'm into it. May they be blessed with all that they need to heal, to grow, to learn, to align, to anchor their inspiration into manifestation, bringing this all together for their well-being, for more miracles in their lives and on the planet, and for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So let it be. So it is. Nice read. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And if you liked it, please hit the thumbs up and like it. Help the other Aries and cross-watchers find the video. That is how it works. I don't know how. It's just, that's how they tell me how. And if you want more of me here on YouTube, I highly recommend subscribing, because I ask the divine, do you want me to stop? They're like, no time soon, kid. Keep going. Why? Because I'm over on Patreon. Patreon.com/DrawingTheCircle. It's floating over my head, the URL, but can't click it. There's a link in the description box. Right now, at the time of this recording, we got seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, gods, and goddesses. 8 tiers of subscription. Lots of benefits spread throughout them, but all of them get me in the morning. They could chat with me. It's lovely. They get all the extendeds, and then from there, it's really quite a lovely menu. So go check it out if you like. Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but my beloveds just call me Mal. And if you want to book me for a private reading, I don't know if you heard, there's a link in the description box to a YouTube video. Booking a reading with Mal. Booking a reading with Mal explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with Mal, but we're afraid to ask. But then again, fire signs tend not to be so afraid of asking anything. And hang in there. I love you. Bring this into alignment. Greet wellness. Nurture yourself. And I'm very, very happy that's our first read for this Timeless Chakra series. I love you. Hang in there. Have at it. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.